Maraming salamat po. Thank you for bearing with me, Mr. Chairman. Sa ating pong mga kasamahan sa TRICOM, to our Honorable Chairman, the three Honorable Chairs of the three committees. Just a few years ago, the anti-Filipino narrative was started deliberately, methodically. Filipinos who claim to have absolute freedom of speech and expression, aided by computer trolls and funded from mysterious sources, started singing in discordant notes. Their tune, discrediting government leaders, politicians, and any other Filipino who dare go against the politicians of their choice and speak against China on the matter of the West Philippine Sea. All of a sudden, the airwaves and the social media were abuzz with fake news. All of a sudden, people who have been obscure all their lives became overnight journalists, writers, expert analysts, opinion makers, and so-called influencers with little or no formal training at all in these fields. Those who had through everything they knew down the drain and inexplicably joined the chivalry. They have two things in common though: arrogance and gross ignorance. They bully their way through, calling people who do not share their imagined facts with insulting names as if they have mental and intellectual superiority over everybody. They deliberately twisted facts or labeled them as lies while peddling their own lies with threats and arrogance to take the place of truth. As Goebbels would have it, lies repeated 1,000 times become the truth, at least to those who peddle them. There seemed to be no end in sight to their traitorous acts and claims until the TRICOM came into being and boldly held the bull by the horns. If Goebbels was their weapon, TRICOM had Newton. For every action, there is an equal opposite reaction. People have had enough. The lies have to stop. Anti-Filipino propaganda had to be exposed for what they are: lies. Vloggers, pseudo-journals, writers, or whatever they want to call themselves have to be confronted with the laws that guarantee the people protection from lies and libelous remarks. No right nor freedom is absolute, not even life. TRICOM has uncovered and fished out from the mouths of the principal players that some of them were recruited by the Chinese embassy, sent to China, and trained in propaganda tactics aimed at influencing public discourse on crucial national issues. Alarmingly, this includes shaping narratives around the West Philippine Sea to favor China's territorial claims. They were funded by China. Question is this a patriotic act? You tell me. Sa mahabang panahon, Mr. Chairman, binabastos nila ang mga politiko na lumalaban sa China at hindi kaalyado ng politikong sinusuportahan nila na nagtatanggol naman sa China. Binabatikos nila ang mga opisyal ng pamahalaan na lumalaban sa China sa usapin ng West Philippine Sea. Minumura nila at tinatawag ng kung ano-ano ang mga tinuturing nilang kaaway, politiko man o opisyal na nagsusulong ng interes ng mga Pilipino at ng ating bayan. At nang sila na nga ay inimbitahan ng TRICOM, ano ang sinabi nila? Panggigipit daw sa kanila at sa kanilang karapatang magpahayag ng kanilang opinyon. Lubhang nakakatawa, Mr. Chairman, na ang mga nag-umpisang maghasik ng kasinungalingan ay biglang nagtago sa likod ng maling paniniwalang meron silang karapatan na hindi mapipigilan ng kahit na anong batas. Ano ang nangyari? Napahiya sila nang hindi sila kinatigan ng Korte Suprema. Pinatitigil nila ang TRICOM sa pag-iimbestiga sa kanila, subalit sila ay ayaw tumigil sa patuloy na pambabastos sa mga personalidad na ayaw nila. Kung kayo ay mga Pilipino at nagmamahal sa bayan at hindi sa salapi, Bakit hindi ninyo suportahan ang laban ng bayan sa West Philippine Sea? Ni minsan ay hindi nyo tinuligsa ang pagbangga ng mga barko ng China sa maliliit na bangka ng ating mga mangingisda, sa mga maliliit na research vessels ng BFAR, sa mga maliliit na bangka na nagde-deliver ng mga pagkain sa mga sundalo natin sa BRP Sierra Madre. Sa halip na ito ang gawin ninyo, nakabibinging katahimikan ang inyong mga sagot. Sa pag-water cannon sa Philippine Coast Guards natin, ano ang sinabi nyo? Wala. Patunay lamang sa pag-amin ninyo sa TRICOM na kayo ay ginastusan ng China at tinuruan sa China ng pagpapalaganap ng propaganda laban sa Pilipinas na bayan ninyo. Sana hindi dumating ang panahon na baliktarin kayo ng mga bagong amo ninyo at ikulong kayo at parusahan at sabihin kayo ay mga spies ng Pilipinas. Ang sinabi pa ninyo, nung kayo ay tinatanong sa pagpapakalat ninyo ng fake news, ay maaaring fake news ngayon, bukas totoo. At ito nga ay inihalintulad pa ninyo kay Galileo na ika ninyo ay ganun din na pinagbintangan na fake news ng kanyang sinabing ang mundo ay umiikot sa araw. Si Galileo po ay isang scientist. Gumamit ng mga pamamaraan at nagsaliksik, naghanap ng datos hanggang sa kanyang natuklasan na umiikot nga ang mundo sa araw. Kayo po, ang tanong, ano po bang tools ang ginamit ng mga nagbabaliktad ng simpleng katotohanan upang masabing ang kasinungalingan ninyo ang dapat paniwalaan? May okasyon pa na hinamon ninyo ang TRICOM na bigyan ng definisyon ang fake news bago ito sabihing bawal sa batas. Ito po ang definisyon ng fake news. Kasinungalingan. Yan po ang tamang definisyon. Kung kaya't may katapat na mga batas ang pagpapakalat ng kasinungalingan. Sa inyong pagpapalaganap ng kasinungalingan laban sa mga taong hindi nyo type, may batas kontra dito. Libel or cyber libel. Kung ayaw ninyong gamitin ng Estado ang kapangyarihan na imbestigahan kayo sa publiko, tumigil kayo sa pagpapakalat ng kasinungalingan. Lahat ng labis, paalala lang po, lahat ng labis ay masama. Huwag ninyong turuan ang mga kabataan at ibang tao na maniwala na ang inyong ginagawa ay tama. Babalik sa inyo yan. We are now in the midst of an active cognitive war, an insidious battle for the hearts and minds of the Filipino people. This war is not fought with weapons, but with misinformation, manipulation, and psychological influence. The just concluded elections was a big part of this battlefield, with efforts deliberately intended to sway voters into supporting candidates aligned with foreign interests, particularly China. It is imperative that we identify and expose these Manchurian candidates, those who knowingly or unknowingly were used as pawns to serve interests hostile to our national sovereignty. Some may not even be Filipinos, like in the case of Miss Alice Go. How many other Alice Go's are there now, elected and pretending to be Filipinos? I call on our fellow men, let us all be vigilant and discerning. Kailangan mas maging mapanuri tayo at mapagmatsyag. Baka tayo ay dinadala na po sa katayan. If we don't exercise caution and discernment, we just might find ourselves being led into the slaughterhouse. Again, I'd like to thank the three chairs of the TRICOM for standing up for the people, for standing up for what is right, and for what is pro-Filipino. Maraming salamat po, Mr.